Hey guys, so I know this video is kind of late, but I do want to get it up and out to you guys. This past episode was it annoyed me a lot at first, but then with the ending, I was very satisfied with it. Finding Miss De Laurentiis' body, I was like, yes, finally something like to get the plot going, because I don't know, I was just kind of bored with it. The sun is setting, so the lighting isn't that great, but I'm trying to get it out because I had tried to film yesterday and it was such a fail. I might just put the bloopers at the end of this video of yesterday because I just had a crazy week last week, a crazy good week, but a crazy week nonetheless, so I wasn't able to even watch Pretty Little Liars or film this video. And I watched it yesterday, but then by the time I wanted to film, the sun was setting, so I tried to use my lamp and it was just a fail. So anyway, let's get into it. I do not trust Alison De Laurentiis. I do not trust Alison De Laurentiis. She is a liar, like, to the next degree, because even though Mona did send her that text and stuff, I still feel like Alison did not tell the whole story or something. Like, she's hiding something else to me. Why I say that is, when she looked down at her phone, she looked down for like 2 seconds and switched up her story. It didn't seem like she read that text, you know, at the time. To me, it seemed like she kind of snapped and was like, oh, change her story, because that's what she does. She's a liar. So, I don't know about Alison. Don't trust her. Still don't trust Holbrook, though, either. But that's besides the point at this point. I first wanted to know, why was Alison's dad back? But then obviously his daughter is not dead. She's alive. And yeah, he had to be there. So I was getting confused a little bit, but then I kind of understand it. And answering machine. Sorry, guys. I'm going to keep going because, yeah, don't have a lot of time. Mike. Why is Mike so obsessed with Mona? Of all girls, after what she did to your sister, you're not like, at least he was not even the least bit cautious about her. And Mona did break up with him, but she knew he would be back, I feel like. And of course she was waiting for the opportunity to get back into Aria's house. So I don't know, why is Mike so slow? Now, this is something that I wanted to bring up. Why are all these girls becoming killers? Alison killed Ian. Emily killed Nate. I mean, self-defense, but yes. Nate, right? That was his name? And Aria killed Shauna. They're becoming killers. And Aria's shirt, I wrote it down. Where did I write it? Oh, Aria's shirt said, "You're no good." Is she A? Or is she just like, what's up with Aria? What's up with all these girls, though? They're all, like, becoming killers. The only two that haven't killed anyone so far are Hanna and Spencer. And, I was watching, this is a sidebar, but I was watching a PLL theory video about Hanna being A, and it's like basically saying that her and Mona are in this together. I'm gonna link it down below because that video, one, it creeped me out. I was watching it at night last night, and two, it kind of makes sense a little bit. Yo, if Hanna was A, that would be pretty good, but she probably isn't. Who knows at this point. Okay, back to what the heck happened in last week's episode. Okay, Jason. Why is he such a creep? All of a sudden, like, I don't know. Sometimes he used to seem more like he was a good person, and now they just turned him into a complete creep. What he did to Hanna and Emily, like, that creeped me out. Like, so maybe we should just stay out of my business or something like that. Whatever the heck he did, what are you doing? And what is your purpose in that? Like, back up. Stop being a creep. Like, yes, you're mad or whatever, but that was uncalled for. And Hanna was like, she has to change her underwear. Like, that was scary. He was showing that he's a crazy person a little bit. I try to look at the clues that the show gives, like, subliminally. Like, why was Aria reading Paradise Lost? If you guys know what that book is, I mean, I honestly have not read it. I am an English major, but I definitely did not read it. The most I read was a excerpt of it in one of the anthologies I read in college, but didn't read that. But basically, it's supposed to be, I think, satire on the Bible, using the Bible's characters, and Milton basically created his own version of what he thought happened in the Bible. I know that he dealt with Adam and Eve and Satan. I'm not sure what else he dealt with, but I'm trying to figure out what does that have to do with anything, if anything. Because they always say that everything, a lot goes into the show, and everything goes with them, and a lot of things ended up being clues. And if you watch some of the theory videos for PLL, people see the things that the writers or whatever, the people who film the show, use as clues, and it's like, oh my gosh, when you look back at it, like why Paige would be A. Some of the things I forgot because, it's been so many seasons now, but it's interesting. So I was wondering why she was reading Paradise Lost. Anyway, so all of a sudden Emily got smart and realized that Miss De Laurentiis could be covering for Jason. She just realized that last episode. Are you serious? She was like, oh, of course she would cover for her son. That took you guys that long? When you realized that Mrs. D was fishy, you should have realized that she could be covering for Jason. Not now, when, oh, well, she's dead. 1. 2, a lot has happened. Allison is back here. You should have realized that beforehand. But, yeah, of course they don't do things quickly in the show. I wanted to know why they decided to tell Allie right away, especially Spencer. Since Spencer was so mad at Allie for switching up the story, why would they tell Allie right away their suspicions about Jason? I felt like they should have, did how they used to do on their own. Because Allie being back in the picture is kind of shifting the dynamic of everything. Spencer is no longer Miss Leader, so she's kind of off to the side and wants to deal with Toby, who I do not trust. I could just skip over to Toby right now. Why is Toby back? Why? I do not like him. I hate his character. Oh my gosh, I do not like Spoby. I do not like them together. Oh my, I remember that guy that Spencer was with, the tennis boy, was he? He worked at the country club. That's who he was. I liked him, and Spencer ruined it for no reason. They just did that to ruin that relationship. I don't know why. I never liked Toby, but Toby's a liar too. As much as Melissa's a liar, Toby's a liar too. Why did you have to go all the way to London to find Melissa to get answers for Spencer? No, get the hell out of here with that one. I don't believe him for a minute. If Ren was there, he probably was there. Which makes sense why Melissa would go to London. I'm like, why was Melissa even going to London? Ren is one fishy dude because he's always back and forth. Spencer, Melissa, Spencer, Melissa. Really? He's weird. But beautiful. Weird, but beautiful. Let me think. Yeah, Melissa, we all knew she was lying. She's a pathological psychopath. She claimed at one point that she was doing all this to help save Spencer, but I really don't understand, Melissa, because you're a grown woman and you are dealing with this little girl named Allison. So many people hate Allison, but instead of ignoring her and moving on, they are so spent on making sure that something happens to her. Lifeless, just lifeless, these people. Okay. Aria, she's slowly going to have a nervous breakdown. What she did was crazy. So I understand the magnitude of that. And I completely forgot that Emily had killed Nate until this point. And when Emily tried to comfort Aria and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. So, it was self-defense, but she's like, she can't live with it. And part of it was, I feel like part of the reason why she was so active in that moment of when she killed Shauna was because Shauna shot Ezra. But let's not even go there. And I still feel like Aria needs to think before she acts, because let's not forget, Ezra was in love with Allison first, and Allison is alive. So, but he's doing everything he can to get Aria back. Whatever. Don't like him. Was Mrs. De Laurentiis protecting Spencer's dad? Probably. I want to know why. Why did all this happen? And why would she protect Spencer's dad? He's not... I mean, I know they had something, and that's why Jason is here. But it's all... I want to know the reasons, and what the heck was Spencer's... What is Spencer's dad? I know he's done fishy things in his lifetime, but what in the world did he have to do why was he hitting Allison over the head with the rug? Was it because of something with Spencer, or what? Because when they were trying to hide what Spencer did from Spencer, like when she was trying to remember that summer and she couldn't remember, and they were just like, oh, it was a tough summer. Like, I'm talking about her parents when I say they. It was a tough summer for you, da da da. Did Spencer's dad try to do something to help Spencer out? I don't know. It's kind of creepy. What is wrong with Mona, guys? What is wrong with Mona? Why is she still on Allison? Like, you're gonna wish you never came back? Why? Why do you care? Because you're the real psycho in all this? I was watching a reaction video. I forgot his name. I think it's Sam. Here on YouTube, and he like has the same point that I have. If Allison is a bad person, you are bad times 1,000. The things that Mona did, just because, like, she's the only person who knew that Allison was alive and just left town. She was the only person who knew that, and she decides, oh, I'm gonna act like I don't know that Allison is alive. You know, try to get revenge, do all these things, hit Hanna, your quote-unquote best friend, with a car. Just everything that she did. There's so many things with the doctor, and so many things that Mona did. And all because of what? Because you didn't like Allison? What, you wanted to become Allison? Because you definitely did. Like, Allison did crazy things like the Jenna thing, and look what happened. And Mona did things like that too. So it's like, why do you hate Allison so much? What jealousy? Like, what is this? I don't understand. So I'm just all over the place when it comes to this reaction, because at first I was just really annoyed with the episode, but then the ending got me wanting to watch the next episode, which is tomorrow. So exciting. I'm going to try to actually watch it when it comes on. That way I could do a reaction on Wednesday. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts. I know it might seem all over the place, but definitely leave your comments down below what you thought of this past episode, Whirly Girl, right? Whirly Girl? Something like that. What do you think of it? Was it enough for you? What do you think of the fact that Mrs. De Laurentiis' body was so close to the ground when she was buried, she was deep in the ground. All of a sudden, she was on the surface with her hand sticking out. So, yeah, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to see future reactions, which will hopefully be weekly. I'm definitely going to do the next one this week. And I have another video coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye! I don't trust Allison still. It seemed a little convenient when she went and took the dog, and the dog is one that found her mom's body. Don't trust her, but it kind of seemed like Allison had a double personality, but now I know that it's because she saw the text. That's why she like switched up so quickly when she looked down and she came back. My whole light just fell. Oh my gosh. It's because it's unstable ground right now. Crap. I need this too. I have to